I'm going to sit here for a little bit with the sheep and tell you about my school day. Now, I've worked at this school for 5 years, and obviously when I started, it was like right before COVID and then in the midst of COVID, so we haven't done this forever. But today was our school's Strive to Thrive Day, and it's really cool and unique. In the previous school that I worked at, we never did anything neat or fun or cool like that. Some teachers view it as a wasted day, but I absolutely love it. For Strive to Thrive, basically they have a bunch of stations where kids can rotate through and select what they want to do. Some of it is stress relief. I can't even remember all of the stations. One was hiking because we have wooded areas surrounding our school. We also had a career fair where they had some really cool things going on there that the kids got to do, more so focusing on actual careers instead of focusing on college, which is what a lot of high schools do, unfortunately. I really hope that it's changing. But obviously, I give the students my opinion and my views, and I always say, if I could go back and do it all over again, I probably would not have done it the way that I did. And who knows if I would have even gone to college. So we had Strive to Thrive, and the expectation for myself and my coworker is to host a petting zoo. So this year, it was a lot easier because it was the first year in my brand new agricultural facility. So I capitalized on this, and we've always brought in outside animals. It's not just the school animals that the kids come to see. However, the stations this year were about an hour long, which was, I think, excessive. I think like 40-minute stations would have been better. I think last year they did half an hour, but for sake of scheduling, they did 1 hour stations. I just love these petting zoo days in general because it gets the FFA kids the opportunity to bond. Now, I was running around trying to do everything. I wasn't actually running the petting zoo. My kids are responsible. My students, FFA members, are responsible for educating people as they come around and getting the animals ready for the kids to pet and all of those types of things. And I had errands and other things that I had to get caught up on. So I didn't really get to take a lot of pictures. I did take some pictures. We actually had a full-grown Royal Palm turkey, a tom, and that was really cool. I do have a picture of him. I'll put that up here. We had a donkey. A couple of kids brought their lambs. We had some goats. One student brought her rats. It's just a really unique opportunity, and I like it because it gives the kids a chance to bring their animals in and kind of like show them off. Something that I wish that I had in high school that I never had the opportunity to do. And where I went to school, we weren't in a super rural area. So it wasn't like my classmates knew what I was talking about when I was talking about my cows. I felt like a psycho person because all I wanted to talk about were my cows, and my friends, most of them had never seen a cow up close and personal in their entire life. But anyway, we did that the entire day. I also had to do some fabrication for a student. She had a sheep grooming stand she said she got off of Amazon, and it worked well for last year, and then I guess over the winter, or maybe it was last summer, her sheep knocked her over and she fell into it, and like the screen was super cheap, so it fell through. She needed it fixed. Since her parents were dropping her off with her sheep and go anyway, I said, just bring it in. We'll see what we can do. Unfortunately, I didn't take a picture of that, but I have not lost my welding touch. I did get it repaired, and I had to torch some metal in the process, and luckily I didn't light myself on fire. That's a story for another day. Last year I almost did light myself on fire. I don't know if I ever, actually I did light myself on fire. I don't know if I ever posted about it, but it's an entertaining story. Thankfully I was not seriously injured. At that time I had only been teaching for 11 years. I'm now in year 12. But in the 11 years that I've been teaching, I have never personally caught myself on fire, so that was a first for me. Don't get me wrong. I've had some students make some stupid mistakes that maybe someday I'll tell the stories, but I'm sure you can only imagine having adolescent teenage boys in a shop with hazardous things.